I was really, I wanted him to prove to me that he had a bow, and he definitely did that.
On the other side, though, Sire rocking your favorite character, Ignorance Incarnate. So this should be good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Taros all day, and this is Coach Taros. You know what I mean? Here to teach a lesson. These guys whipped into shape.
Yeah, full eyes, clear hearts, can't lose. You know, he's ready to play. Oh man. But so far, I mean, Dolan, holy cow, slow down, buddy. I just starting to cast this match and you're already going off, zooming off the stage. I mean, Vector does transform to an airplane, so it makes sense why he's zooming him into the skies. But you got to give me a little break there, brother.
He was moving at Mach speed. There we go. We got a Stomp Sire coming out from Sire, trying to get GTG up out of there. I thought we were going to see the little old tiger coming out from GTG, but no, sir. We're gonna get this legend right here. Got the sword and the bow. Now, nice, put some work in on the left on Dolan, trying to get a KO, but nothing doing. Actually, Dolan hasn't really eaten too much damage, so it's not even worth the chase at that point. One stock down for the blue team. Holox trying to hold on to this bad boy, but Taros was right on him. The Sire is perfectly put on the mark. I'm gonna take that one off of Sire. All right, even game.
All right, and just like that, I mean, Dolan on this Rocket Lance looking like quite the adversary. I love that down tick from Holox, though, because it does start the hitbox in the back, so he doesn't have to worry about getting crossed up, right? It'll hit stacked, it'll hit behind you, it'll hit in front of you. Just great overall option coverage, but despite that, Dolan finds a KO with an unarmed recovery. Tries to go for an edge guard here, and oh my gosh, the amount of weapon throws. I mean, get bodied for trying, I guess.
Got dunked by good old Koji. He tried to get him out of there. My goodness, that neutral sig was so perfect to hit that team combo from full screen, right?
That was sick. Yeah, he was able to line that up because the hitbox on that end sig is like a little thinner than you would think. It can be kind of difficult to line up sometimes, but was able to do so with perfect accuracy. And now we have ourselves a pretty close game here. Sire, like, one good sig away, right? Like, a D-Light Sire's time to kill. Maybe now in the corner, ground pound, Old Faithful. Maybe go for a double if you're feeling frisky. Oh, there it is.
He tried it. Oh, the helicopter did not hit him with the propellers, and Sire's able to make it back. Sire's trying to find a weapon, finally picks up an axe, got the guitar, gonna try to strum on somebody, coming through to help the teammate out, but the sig is gonna hit on both. How did Dolan not get KO'd off that?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take much longer. But no, you're right. The move does a decent amount of damage. You know, they did nerf the amount a couple patches ago now, but it also never had like the most force to it because it does so much damage. It definitely does the most out of all the SIGs that she has. But even with that said, like, we're getting the stocks are flying here. Like, Holox is the healthiest person on the board. Sire's already in the orange. This is Taros, so you know if Holox gets like, or in the Holox, Sire gets a couple more hits going, it's gonna be like, all right, well, it's easy enough. Free damage.
Sire just did it was a little bit ago now, but that was a beautiful punish on Holox's neutral light with the axe. He stepped forward, turned around behind him, over there on the edge, fighting for his life. GTG got out of a sticky situation right there, fighting between both players.
Oh man, oh, nice side sig. Hold on, this is a bad spot for Dolan. Dolan's gone. Sire, you got to make the 2v1. You got a clean hit onto GTG there, and it becomes, oh my, forget about it. I was gonna say it's in the realm of possibility. It has been destroyed. Thanos snapped out of existence with that axe recovery. That was, and it shut down his hopes and dreams real quick.
My goodness, Holox with the 753 damage. What a match. What a way to play. Holding on to the stocks and putting out big time damage. That's exactly what you want to do. Hold it down for your squad.
Okay, and now I'm wondering what's the adjustment going to be here. They're going to stick with the same legends. I'm even taking a look here. 4 SIGs in use from Holox, 100% accuracy. That has to feel good. You picked your moment so well that you never missed. Like, quite literally, Holox don't miss. He don't miss.
He don't miss.
That's guys.
That man's Mark Phillips, ain't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's like prime Steph Curry right there. Close your eyes. Squish. It's like that episode of Hey Arnold where he learns to close his eyes before he takes a 3 every time or a free throw or whatever. And then he just closes his eyes and...
I forgot all about that.
Well, I was saying, man,
you just flashed back my childhood. What? That's good stuff. All right, here we go. We're in the next game, and one of the recipes for the dub was Holox holding on to the stocks and not getting too much damage on them and getting big damage. And we'll see what Holox brings to the table this time. And the GTG holding their own right now with the sword, but gets put offside by Sire. And Sire, I just realized Sire had the character swap. So we've got the double Brent out here.
Which always a pretty good option to go for. It's worked for years at this point. They combo with each other quite well. Sire gonna live. Yeah, gets the touch, gets the unarmed D-Light as well, and the Hog's gonna be fine. But I think one thing that's worth mentioning here is just because most competitive Brawlhalla players have a pretty large disdain for Great Hall. Like they always say, oh, this is my least favorite stage. Why is there a stage on top of the stage? Because of how big the top platform is. Yet, in 2v2s especially, wow, beautiful ground pound coming out from Dolan. But in 2v2s especially, we see that people often elect to go to the stage more often than you would think. There's something about the platform layout, the extra space that makes people feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, in 2v2s I can understand, right? Like you get a lot more room to operate and more space to kind of like single people out in 1v1s when you're playing these team battles. So it's not, you're not in that pure chaos where you're hitting your teammate and things like that. So I can understand.
And I also think in particular for the combination of double Bryn coming out, or not double Bryn, but the combination of just Bryn on the stage in general, means that every time you have a spear and someone on the platform, you can threaten them with D-Light just by existing, which is like pretty good to have.
It's true. Oh, the recovery wasn't able. I know that Holox went to get a punish on Dolan, but my goodness, hit the recovery on him. Hit your teammate, and your teammate's gonna give him the chase dodge, and the punish on the chase dodge coming out from Dolan. That was spot on and perfection. Nice recovery, gonna get back on stage, and Dolan is holding it down for the red team.
Yeah, blue team getting a little bit clapped up right now, but I think that is a welcome change of pace if you are Team Red, because you lost the last game, right? You want to get yourself on the board, get some momentum going, and it looks like Sire going to be sent down to the final stock there. Dolan gets hit by the ground pound and a weapon throw, and that's going to be it. Wow, okay, coming back on the final stock here from Sire. I'm just biding time, right? You don't want to get caught in a 2v1 combo while your partner's respawning, and now you guys can play the game. Dolan needs a weapon, though. He's getting starved.
Yeah, Dolan's having a tough time, but he's throwing those hands right now, piecing them up. Tries to go out there like a wild boy and help his teammate out. That was actually a good play. I ain't mad at it. It caused them to get off that edge and take him out of that dangerous situation. And now he finally has his patented rocket lance flying around trying to land these hits.
And you gotta be careful, right? If you're Holox here, you are in the danger zone. Right, you get hit by one good attack, a stray Sig, maybe even a Sire at this point from Dolan might KO. You'll be seeing yourself gone. Same thing for GTG. They're kind of in the same situation. The Sire was barely not enough. Goes for a double weapon throw. Tries to go for the gravity cancel D-Light into the ground pound. Can't get it. They want these kills, but they're inching ever so close, and the friendly fire is not helping the situation. The red team might let this one escape them.
This is getting really close. There it is. Finally gets the stock, and both of them back to back hopped on the bike, and that's gonna take them further into the lead. Beautiful, beautiful gameplay coming out from Dolan and Sire, but Holox and GTG were fighting tooth and nail right there. That was a tough one.
Yeah, no, they almost brought that back, all things considered, man. Like, you know, they had them in the orange, right? And once someone's in the orange, really, it's like you got a clean hit, send them off stage, get an edge guard. That's curtains, right? Use that's just it for your stock. But granted, Dolan and Sire were able to, you know, clutch up, take a deep breath, secure a game for themselves. So this means we're going to game 3. That was going to happen regardless, because it has to minimum be 3 games. But now, at this point, we're going to have a minimum of 4, right? So we're going to see who wins game 3. This is always the most important set, or rather game in a set, right? When you get to game 3 and it's 1-1, because this decides who gets to lose one more time. And that stress,
that's for sure.
That stress really adds up. If you've never been in a tournament environment, let me tell you, being up in a set and knowing you can lose gives you a certain amount of freedom to try to go for a little bit more risk sometimes, because those risks can really seal the deal for your victory.
And we got the same characters on both teams. That Koji, you know, when that Terrace was out there, it was kind of scary for the Koji. I thought that it was going to be looking a little bad, but they forced the switch, and Koji's still out here living and breathing. GTG's been playing pretty well, holding it down with his teammate Holox. But out on the side, some team damage onto Dolan. Team Blue is actually getting some high damage racked up on him. It looked like in all that chaos, I thought Red Team was losing right there.
And even taking a look here, I mean, it's been pretty close, all things considered. Dolan trying to get back, doesn't have a weapon, gonna have a trade. We actually have a couple of unarmed people. There we go. Dolan gets the rocket lance. Holox gets the tail end of that gravity cancel down sig to hit Sire, so they're not gonna get punished for that. But there we go. That's the first stock. Ooh, beautiful reverse recovery there coming out from Sire, and the red team barely pulling ahead here. Barely. You know, it's close. You know, the blue team's just one good hit away from making the stocks even on both characters, but gotta find those hits first, brother.
Yeah, you gotta find those hits, and you can't let Dolan take you offside with his rocket lance. He's dancing around, trying to get some big damage, but Holox was able to sneak away. Here we go, trying to land these touches. The tornado's not gonna land. Ground pound, no good. I thought we were gonna get a spike coming out of ground pound from Holox to take out Sire, but Sire's still squeaky clean here on the map. And there we go. The bow recovery is gonna finally take that stock off. They're racking up some damage on them though right now. Okay, nice. Now you're sitting on gold, both players. You wanted to eat less than that, right? But it's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah, there's definitely worse places you could be, right? This is still in the realm of possibility. You're still feeling fairly confident that you can make the comeback as long as you guys just clean up your gameplay a little bit, or even get one team combo. You know, so far, aside from that one team combo we saw earlier in the previous set, we haven't seen too much in the amount of team combos, you know? Maybe a three-piece here and there, but nothing too crazy. If you can set one of those up, that could very easily change the tide of battle.
Yeah, that's a big thing to mention, right? In this set, oh my goodness, both stocks taken out
spinners
quickly, right? but in this set, you haven't really seen a player get stuck alone on the map to be put into that kind of situation. And even when they are able to single out, especially Sire, if they single out Sire, Dolan's really good about coming through and stopping any team interaction that you get started.
Oh, baby. Wow. Bullseye found for Ghost to Ghost here. Sire somehow manages to make it back onto the stage. And this is one of those moments we're talking about. The winner of Game 3 gets all the momentum for the rest of the set. And it's looking like the red team's in a pretty good spot to make that happen. That almost straight up KO'd Ghost to Ghost right there. That Sarah was like probably pixels away from securing that stock. But now, hold on. Dolan, don't get too frisky off stage right now. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, there you go. You're still good. You're still healthy. All right, here we go. Trying to take out GTG.
Oh.
GTG wants the gift, but you went too low. How low can you go? That's down 2-1.
Yeah. Down 2-1 and down to the flow, man. He's how low can you go? He got off the screen. You know, we don't want you to do that, man. We want you to make the comeback. Oh man,
I definitely wanted to see it happen. That was a good attempt for the game, but you know, got to have better control of the jumps. And in a situation like that, you can't fault anybody. You know, you lose track. If he was probably going to land that down there, exactly right, and he was going to chase dodge up. And that, yeah, you missed that, and you don't have the jumps for it. And there it is. But GTG dropping some good damage, 434, 439 out of Holox. Not a bad game, but Sire, you see it, you're talking about it, 679. Those are the big differences, man. When one player is kind of like standing out from the herd, that team's generally going to win, right? And that's what we're getting out of that match right there.
I think the funny thing with that one is that Dolan threw out 5 sigs and missed all of them. Every single one. I was like, damn, bro. Tough day, rough crowd, huh? It's like that meme of the Joker.
To be honest, that was good. No, but to be honest, you know, no shade to Dolan. I don't think he's actually very accurate with his sigs. Whenever he plays, I watch him, and he throws them out a lot on reads and to cover space. I don't really think he's trying to be 100% accurate all the time. He's trying to just make sure he controls what you do. And that, you know what I mean? So, like I said, no shade. I think it's part of his game plan. Look at that. He throws that out right there on a read that you're going to approach him. He tried to hold it. That's the kind of game plan he has. So I don't look at it bad when he has low sig accuracy.
Oh, beautiful egg drop coming out from Sire. And I must bring attention to it because it rings true every single time. When your back is against the ropes, your potential last game of the set, the Church of Teros is always waiting. Always. Always. Ghost to Ghost said, man, we losing. What do I got to do? How do I win this game? Let me pick Teros. I'm like, you know what? You're right. That's a pretty good pick, if I do say so myself.
Like, how could you ever argue with the Teros pick? Like, could your teammate really be like, bro, you're going Teros? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're going Teros? Cool.
Because everyone knows, right? He always has the spook factor. And what a better time to do it than October, man, where spooky times around the corner. But here we go. So far, Dolan and Sire absolutely commanding this game. Dolan finally going to lose his first stock. But Sire just doing a great job of throwing out these pogos and biding time for Dolan to come back here. The weapon spawns right on top of Dolan. That means he's going to be able to go ahead and get back in the fray real soon. And, I mean, so far they've been hitting, so I'm kind of scared for the blue team. They might go down 3-1 here if they're unable to make the comeback happen. Ooh, he was so close.
Ooh, that was very, very close. But you got to give kudos to the movement of GTG. He was able to move right around it. But as soon as he touched the stage, Dolan popped him. And now it's going to be one on the board for his SIG accuracy, right?
Yeah, there you go. You finally put a point up. You were looking like Shaq with the free throws. Hold on.
No, not Shaq.
Well, here we go. So far, I mean, Holox and Ghost to Ghost, this is their final bout, potentially. Oh, no team combo there. I was hoping to see if Ghost to Ghost could maybe finesse a way to get maybe gravity cancel side sig or a jump Sire or something off that conversion to secure the KO, but he wasn't able to. And now they're fishing in the corner here. Both members of Team Red have 2 stocks. They have to find the KO here. No punish from Ghost to Ghost there. He's throwing out these Sares. They're not hitting anyone. The Stomp's not hitting anyone. You just need to find these hits to land on target. And Holox, you might be gone here. Holox is gone.
Holox is toast. Oh,
so is Ghost to Ghost.
And so is GTG riding the bike down there on top of the KO cloud. Man, Vector coming out from Dolan. We're seeing so much more of this man's Vector, and he's doing work every time.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting here doing donuts, burning rubber on the grave of his enemies. That's pretty messed up, if I do say so myself, man. He really went out there, hit him, but it was just like Holox really tried to go for a kind of a cheeky offstage play, was unable to really get anything going. Ghost to Ghost tried to go down there to get the save because at that point they're down by so much that it's like you have to. Yeah, you have to go and save your teammate. You're not going to get 4 stocks by yourself. We've seen it happen before in tournament. We have, but they are rare as they come. They are shiny Pokemon when that happens.